Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of live readings. My name is Astro-Ascension. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. So today I'm going to be doing some live readings, free and paid, and which are donation-based readings. So before I do that, let me welcome everybody to the stream. Welcome, Cat Goddess. How are you doing today? Yeah, I'm doing this. I'm doing this stream a bit early cause at 7 p.m. I gotta at 7 p.m. I'm gonna be doing going to yoga class, um and I need to leave at 6 p.m. At 6:15 p.m. for that. So how is everybody doing today? Blessed be. Um, before I get into the readings, I want to introduce some ground rules here. One free question per person. Free 3-card readings are picked at random. Donations. Donate $5.55 to get a triple moon and shadow reading. Donate $11.11 to get a 12 hours of the sun reading. Donations get the priority, and you can donate on Venmo, Astro-Ascension Tarot, or Cashapp, Astro-Ascension 5. So you can donate on those two links. My Venmo QR code is posted on the screen, just below my logo. So yeah. Before I get to questions, I want to do a collective reading, a reading on the collective energies. So Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Apollo, and Persephone, be present in this reading. What does the collective need to know? What does everybody need to know at this time, during this week? And this will be the 12 hours of the sun spread. What does everyone need to know at this time? All right, so here is a collective message for today. So in the rising position, we have the Princess of Pentacles. In the second house, in the second hour position, we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. In the third hour, we have the Nine of Wands. In the fourth hour, we have the Prince of Pentacles reversed. The fifth hour, the Fool. The sixth hour, Four of Pentacles. The eighth hour, we have the Two of Pentacles. The ninth hour, King of Pentacles. The 10th hour, Queen of Pentacles. The 11th hour, Eight of Swords, and finally the setting, the Hierophant. Okay, so we have our 12 card we have our 12 card collective reading here for this energy here. So we're gonna start off with the rising position, which is the Princess of Pentacles, which is so the rising position is the embodiment. It's the focus here. So the focus here is the Princess of Pentacles. We're focusing on the opportunities that are coming towards us at this time. We're focused on opportunities, bringing more abundance into our lives here. So I do see that here, with the Princess of Pentacles. Now, what we're doing with our finances here is that we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. With our finances, we're a little frustrated. We're a little frustrated with the process of saving and resourcing here, with the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Do not be frustrated with the process there, with that. So now in the third hour, which is our thoughts, our the messages that are going out. So the message here, Nine of Wands: be persistent. Be persistent through getting these opportunities to get abundance here, with the Nine of Wands. So this is telling us to be persistent, even though what's frustrating right now it's frustrating with our resources, and frustrating to go on this frustrating to make things happen with our finances. Like, we're a little impatient with that. So now in the hearth energy, we have, in the hearth position, we have the Prince of Pentacles reversed here. So in the hearth, we may be feeling a little lazy because we're frustrated with the process, and I see this happening, going on here. So we're focusing on the opportunities to bring wealth into our lives here, but we're struggling to make that happen. And it feels like in the hearth, we're a little frustrated with work on this. So now in the pleasure position, we have the Fool. So this is telling us to be open, with our creative pursuits, to just jump in, and take risks. So that's what brings these opportunities into mind here, with the Fool. So now we go into the hour of work, which is the Four of Pentacles. So this tells us to, in our work, to be a little conservative of our energy here. Take things slowly here, with the Four of Pentacles, and also take some time for yourself, and it's okay to be a little closed off here, with the Four of Pentacles. Now, relationship wise, we have the in the relational attraction hour, we have, or the 7th hour, we have the Two of Pentacles. So this is choosing how we spend time with others, um, and really trying to budget our energy here. The message here is to budget the energy, with this, with our relationships, and how we spend time with one another here, with the two of Pentacles. Now, in the transformation position, we have the King of Pentacles. So how we transform is that we take control of our life, start being structured. We need to be structured here, with the King of Pentacles here. So we need that structure. We need that control here. So that's what will help us to get these opportunities here, with the Princess of Pentacles here. So this is telling us to be disciplined in our transition. Is we show discipline here, and structure here with the King of Pentacles. Now the expansion hour, the expansion hour, we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So this shows us that, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then let me see so we have in the 9th hour our expansion. We may feel like we may be a little hard to expand. So in our journey forward, we got to be really persistent on saving, with the Queen of Pentacles, because in our travels forward, in the journey forward, we have a lack of finances coming in. Now, 10th hour, career wise, and our life purpose here is we have the 8 of Swords. So this brings us to feeling a bit to overthinking our career, or overthinking our life purpose here. So we can also be stuck in other people's opinions about what our career should be, what our life purpose should be here, with the 8 of Swords here. So don't be afraid. So we need to be what I would say, don't be caught up on other people's opinions here, with your career. Now we go into the friendship, the community. We have the Hierophant. So this brings us a systematic approach, a systematic approach to our friendships, our and our friend and community here. So also I see like a lot of like study groups, education. So being connected to the educational energy of this time here. Now finally, in the what's hidden here is that we have the moon. So in this energy here, so this is about what is missing here. So what we need to know, what we do not know, is that we need to there may be some some delusions, or maybe some there like thoughts that are hazy here. So and also some secrets that may come in that needs to be brought into light. So what needs to happen is to do some shadow work, meditate, and to really bring this, and to really be aware of these things coming in here. So now I'm going to do the Moonology here. Too many cards came out. All right, so here's our Moonology energy for. So we have new moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side here. So in this energy, it's telling us to shoot forward, and to take that leap of faith, take that leap of faith ahead. And that's where we're going into our opportunities, going into what we want to do, what we want to do in life here. So it's telling us to shoot forward and to never look back, because we have luck on our side, and that's the power of the new moon in Sagittarius here. So now I'm going to do the astrology dice here. All right, so we have Jupiter in Libra in the 9th house here. So with Jupiter in Libra in the 9th house here, is that moving forward, we're gonna have more balance coming. We're gonna have more balance coming into this week. More time to balance out our relationships, and also a more diplomatic time here, with the Jupiter in Libra in the 9th house here. So hope this resonates for the collective, and I will get on to picking the questions. So here we go. All right, Cat Goddess, What does Spirit want me or need me to know right now? Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Persephone, and Apollo, be present in this reading. What does Cat Goddess need to know right now? What does Cat Goddess need to know right now? What does Cat Goddess need to know for this week? What does Cat Goddess need to know this week? Too many cards came out. What does Cat Goddess need to know right now? Too many cards came out. What does Cat Goddess need to know right now? Too many cards came out. All right, Cat Goddess. You have the Two of Swords reversed in the core position, Princess of Pentacles in the waxing position, and Five of Swords reversed in the waning position. All right, so Cat Goddess, what's culminating for you right now is with the Two Swords reverse. I feel like you're not at peace. You're not at peace with your decisions, with what choices you make here. So I feel like you're a little anxious about what decisions to make coming into this week. With the Two Swords. So this is culminating right now. Now your origin here is that we have the Princess of Pentacles. So I feel like you've been planting seeds, right? You've been planting the seeds of these. You've gotten you have seeds planted for yourself. For you to have these opportunities here. So, but culminating right now is that there's a sense of anxiety. There's a sense of like not at peace with your decisions here. With the Two Swords reversed here. So now finally, journey forward, we have the Five of Swords reversed here. So I feel like you're gonna be disappointed. You're gonna be disappointed with what opportunity with what opportunity you go with, and Five of Swords reverse is just like pure defeat, like you're just not happy with your decisions. And I feel like there's a sense of like confusion for you. There's going to be a sense of confusion here, like second guessing, and so you're going to lack the clarity. If this was upright, you see the Pegasus here. That brings you like, oh, I have clarity in these change, the change of minds here, but but you're not gonna have the clarity, and it's gonna be confusing for you here, with the Five of Swords reversed here. So I'm gonna do the Moonology here. Okay, Cat Goddess, you have your commitment is being tested. The first quarter moon. So this is about committing to your decisions, and feeling at peace, with your decisions. So right now it's like you don't at peace with your decisions, with what you decide, with what you decide to do with your opportunities at this time, um, because your commitment's being tested, and then journey forward, you're gonna feel a sense of confusion there, um, with that Five of Swords reversed here. So now let me do the astrology dice here. All right, so we have Mercury. We have Mercury in Pisces in the 6th house here. So this brings you a more intuitive approach to your mind. So this allows you to go with the flow with your thoughts. So having faith in what you decide, and what you decide to do in everyday life here. So I feel like this is the energy where you need to meditate, because knowing that your commitment's being tested, and that you're going towards like opportunities. It's about feeling at peace with your decisions and what you want to do, in your life here, with the Mercury in Pisces in the 6th house here. So hope this resonates for you, Cat Goddess, and thank you for your question. Hello, Mariana. How are you? All right. Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Persephone, and Apollo. Be present in this reading. What does Mariana need to know this week? 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 All right, Mariana, you have the Six of Wands reversed in the core position, Ace of Wands in the waxing position, and finally in the Seven of Cups in the waning position. So we have the Six of Wands in the core position. So this is a person that's not taking credit for their that's not recognizing their accomplishments, their wins, their victories here, with the Six of Wands. So I feel like you need to be recognized for what you've accomplished, what you've done here, with the Six of Wands reversed. So you do have some accomplishments, but you're not focused on that right now. Now, where you're coming from is we have the Ace of Wands. So you're coming from a creative pursuit, creative passion here, and also you're just passionate. So this is creative energy coming in, for you. You're always creating, always doing, with the Ace of Wands. So that's your origin position. So where you're coming from is being creative, and just pushing things out, really making things come into existence here, with the Ace of Wands. Now, finally, journey forward, we have the Seven of Cups. So on the journey forward for you, I feel like you're going to be focused on a lot of things ahead of you. And it's going to be hard to focus on one. So you're gonna go towards your dreams. You're gonna go towards towards those opportunities that you have here. So using your creative energy here, but it's gonna be hard for you to focus on one here, with the Seven of Cups. So I see, this is going to be somebody that's going to be in their head here, with the Seven of Cups. Now I'm going to do the Moonology. All right, Mariana, this is your lunar energy for... All right, so we have a time for healing the balsamic moon. So you're going to be going through a lot of healing at this time. I don't know from what, but that's why I feel like that's why you're not focusing on your accomplishments, because you're going through all this healing, and you're maybe stuck in your head here. on this time, but you have healing coming in here, and bringing things to existence here, with the Ace of Wands. So it's going to be a healing time for you, and that's what I'm seeing with this energy. Now I'm going to do the astrology dice here. All right, so we have the Saturn in Aries in the 11th house here. So I feel like here you're gonna be restricted on making things happen within your community, within your friendships here. So I feel like here, you're gonna be restricted from doing things with others, and I feel like there's a lack of initiative here. That's what I'm seeing here, is a lack of initiative. Even though you're coming from the Ace of Wands, which is this creative energy, it's gonna be hard for you to take initiative with other people, and to initiate things with others here, with the Saturn and Aries in the 11th house. So what you need to learn is to take initiative, take charge, is what I'm seeing here with the Saturn and Aries in the 11th house here. So hope this resonates for you, Mariana, and thank you for your question. Priscilla, how are you? All right, may I ask if I'll meet Robert T tomorrow? All right, so I'll go into this. I'll go into the energy of this. I'll go into the energy of this connection here. So, Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Apollo, and Persephone be present in this reading. What is the connection between Priscilla and Robert? What is this connection between Priscilla and Robert? What is the connection between Priscilla and Robert? And will Priscilla meet Robert tomorrow? What is the energy of this connection? All right, Priscilla. In the core position, we have the Eight of Swords. In the origin position, we have the Wheel of Fortune. And finally, in the waning position, Ten of Swords reversed. So here's what's culminating right now with you and Robert T. With you and Robert is that we have the Eight of Swords. So it feels like somebody cannot make a. So it feels like somebody's stuck in their head. Somebody's caught into the opinions of somebody else here. With the Eight of Swords here. So this is like I'm seeing somebody bound by any opinion that's been made towards one another, towards any energy that's going towards You change your question? Because I was gonna do this question for you, your other question. Do you want to change that? I see that, but okay, I'll do this one. Cleanse the energy of this previous question on into another question. Cleanse it. All right. All right, new question. All right. Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Apollo and Persephone will be present in this reading. What is the energy of what does Priscilla need to know for her love life? Will a new person come into her life? What does Priscilla need to know about her relationships and love life? Hi Maggie, how are you? All right, Priscilla, we have the Three of Swords reversed in the core position, Nine of Cups in the origin position, and Six of Wands reversed in the journey forward position. So, what's culminating in your love life right now is that you're recovering from disappointment. I see you healing from mental anguish about your previous relationships. You've been recovering from heartbreak, healing from that, with the Three of Swords reversed here. So now where you're coming from is that you have the Nine of Cups. So you were you had some relationship. You had some pretty successful relationships here. You were pretty happy with the people that you were with at the time here, with the nine of cups here. So this does indicate that you were happy in your relationships in the past, with the Nine of Cups, but right now you're dealing with the heartbreak. You're healing from that, the mental anguish of relationships with the Three of Swords reversed here. So now finally, journey forward. I don't see anybody new coming for you. All I see is that you need to recognize the successes that you had. I feel like what Spirit's telling me is that you need to recognize what successes you had in relationships, and what this is telling me is that you're going through a healing time. Now is not the time to go into any partnerships that you want to go into. Now is not the time, because what's going on right now is that you're still healing. So I don't see anybody new coming in for you. So now let me do the Moonology here. Okay, so for your Moonology, for your emotion, for your psyche, you have that your commitment is being tested, the first quarter moon. So so I feel like this is on your commitment with other people here, um, with the first quarter moon. So this is all about um, showing commitment and being committed to relationships. You did have those commitments, but I feel like you're just gonna date around, but no real relationship is gonna come in. I feel like it's gonna be a time of healing for you. So now I'm gonna do the astrology dice here. All right, so we have the South Node or the North Node in Taurus in the second house here. So I feel like within your resources, your finances, your physical space here with the North Node in Taurus, I feel like you need to stabilize. You need to stabilize yourself. You need to you need to stabilize yourself. You need to stabilize your finances here. So that's your purpose. That's your goal right now is to stabilize and to heal. That's what I'm seeing here with the North Node in Taurus in the second house here. So hope this resonates for you, Priscilla, and thank you for your question. All right, Maggie. S's feelings, intentions, and next steps towards me for the next 3 weeks. So, Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Apollo, and Persephone be present in this reading. What is S feelings and intentions and next steps towards Maggie? What is this connection? Too many cards came out here. Too many cards came out. All right, Maggie. We have the Princess of Swords reversed in the core position, Ace of Swords in the waxing position, and finally the Five of Wands in the waning position. Okay. So how the date, so let me see the energy of this connection. I feel like with the Princess of Swords reversed in the culminating position, this person's stuck in their head. I feel like they can't talk right now. With the Princess of Swords, because this person is reflecting right now, or is having trouble to reflect right now, with the Princess of Swords reversed here. So now, originating, we have the Ace of Swords. He does have a message towards you here, with the Ace of Swords. Like, he does have thoughts towards you. Um, it's just getting them out there here. So I see you guys just like talking here, having an intellectual connection is what I'm seeing here. The origin here is intellectual, is what I'm seeing here. With the Ace of Swords here. So, um, with that. So now finally, journey forward. We have the Five of Wands. It's going to be conflicting. It's going to be conflicting here. Um, you may not see eye to eye with this person here. So you may I see conflicting energy, like this person doesn't know what to do moving forward. Um, they're gonna go through a lot of conflicts moving forward here. Um, with the Five of Wands, and it's gonna be challenging here. With that, so that's what I'm seeing here, and now I'm gonna do the Moonology here. All right, Maggie, you and your loved ones are safe. So this is all about being secure in this relationship. So having this stable energy, having this security in who you date. So it will be a as you'll feel safe with this person, but there's gonna be conflicting energy here. So I don't see that this is gonna evolve into something else. But um, but what Spirit is saying to me is that you need to feel secure in this date with S here. So that's what I'm seeing here, and now I'm going to do the astrology dice. All right, so we have the North Node in Gemini in the 9th house here. So moving forward here is just you got to get the communication going. So your goal is to get him to communicate, to talk to him, establish a intellectual connection, a connection with the mind, just like talk to him. That's basically baby steps here, with this date here. So that's what I'm seeing here, with this. So hope this resonates for you, Maggie, and thank you for your question. All right, I'm gonna call for a 5-minute break so I can rest my voice here. I will be right back. I am back. Had to take a 5-minute break. Because gotta do this with my asthma and stuff like that to really gotta focus on my health here. So hello Justin, how are you? Yes, you can ask your question. Go ahead and ask. And it's my pleasure, Priscilla. All right. I'll go to get into the message of this. I get into the message of this relationship here. So, Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Persephone, and Apollo be present in this reading. What does Justin need to know about him and Raquel? What is the relationship between Raquel and Justin? All right, Justin, we have the star in the core position, 4 of swords in the waxing position, and finally the world in the waning position. All right, so what's culminating right now is the star. So I feel like there's some like very hopeful energy, like you guys see each other. There's clarity in this connection. I feel like healing. So a sense of vulnerability too. So I see a lot of hope between the both of you here, with the star. And I don't know if this person is an Aquarius, but this person brings a lot of Aquarian energy here, with that. So I see a lot of hope and clarity in this connection. Now originally where you guys are coming from is the 4 of swords. So I feel like here, this is just a genuinely peaceful connection. You guys, it's just even minded. And there's ability to rest here. So I see you guys are able to give each other space, to give each other rest here. So this feels like a peaceful connection, where it's originating from, with the 4 of swords. So now the waning position, where it's going, the journey forward. we have the world. So it's coming towards a new new cycle. It's coming towards completion here. Not to say that this connection is going to end. I feel like it's going to go towards I feel like it's going to go towards a whole new level for you. Um, where I feel like it's going to be there's going to be a lot of commitment, um, and also it's going to take time. So I see a lot of so I see a lot of um, and this is also a long term commitment here. So this person's in it for the long run for you, with the world here. So now I'm going to do the Moonology here. All right, so you have new moon eclipse. Expect powerful change. You're gonna have changes come in for this connection, and like it's gonna feel like it's gonna be a big spark for you here, with the new moon eclipse here. So I do see that powerful change is coming in, and I see that and I see that um, and I see that this is connecting to the world, where I feel like it's gonna go towards a whole new level here. So what we have the new moon eclipse, so a whole new level, with this. So I see someone coming towards long term commitment here. So you do the astrology dice here. All right, so we have Neptune in Scorpio in the second house here. So I do see with what you value in this connection, is that it's going to bring some deep thoughts. You're able to go into deep thought. It's very I feel like it's on a spiritual level here. This connection's on a spiritual level, and that's what you really value in this connection. Because we have like, because Neptune is the planet of dreams. It's a planet of of intuition, but it does create some illusions here. So be discerning of the truth of this connection is what I'm seeing here. So that's what I'm seeing with the Neptune and Scorpio in the second house. So hope this resonates for you, Justin. And thank you for your question.